So before I even start the video, I just want to let you know that this intro is going to be a little bit long, probably like 2 minutes or so, but just watch it. If you really like my content, if you love me, watch it, please. Okay, so if you've been here for a while, then you are familiar with my little series, whatever you want to call it, called 7 Daws, aka 7 Days of Zodiac. So 7 Daws is basically something that I did when I was at like 9K to speed up the process of hitting 10K. I did it in the 7 days, and basically it's just 7 straight days of Zodiac videos. So 7 Daws stands for 7 Days of Zodiac, as I said. By the way, use the hashtag on social media, tag me in pictures on Instagram, screenshots of you watching my video, anything on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want. All the links are down below. I would really appreciate you to do like a post of like a screenshot or something with the hashtag 7 Daws. Anyways, so basically, I figured I'd just start making this a tradition. Every time I'm about to hit another like 10K milestone, then I'm gonna do 7 Daws. So we are doing the 7 Days of Zodiac. I also kind of want to treat you guys because I'm gonna start doing Zodiac videos once every 2 weeks because of my new school schedule. I'm really busy. I'm gonna be posting weekly Zodiac video every 2 weeks along with another video. So before I get into that schedule, I want to give you guys 7 new videos to watch, all Zodiac related. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And by the way, I have a bun. I'm not bald, if you can see that. I don't know, I'm not feeling my hair today, but whatever. I went to school and I started filming. So before I start the video, I just want to say one more time, don't forget to use the hashtag on social media. And if you're new to my channel, you found me through 7 Daws, don't forget to subscribe. So today's video is the Zodiac signs as friends. So I'm basically going to explain each Zodiac sign and how they are as a friend to you, and like what kind of friend they are, whatever. So we are going to start with Leo because people always say I don't do Leo first often enough because I hate them, blah blah. So let's do Leo. Okay, I have had some negative experiences with Leos, as you guys know. So the friends that I've come across are all very self-centered, selfish, like egotistical, like all of that stuff. Overall, yes, those are definite personality traits that are instilled in a person who is a Leo. However, it's not always the case. So a lot of the times Leos can be good friends. Leos are a great party friend, let me tell you. They are so much fun. They're so much fun. Every time I've ever had a Leo friend, I have had awesome experiences with them going out. They're very mature. I've never really met an immature Leo. They're very mature. They have your back, like they'll defend you. But the thing is, like, only in certain circumstances because they kind of have a difficult time speaking up. A lot of Leos are like this. Like, I don't know, like when it comes to themselves, they can speak up, but when it comes to other people, it's kind of hard for them because they hate picking sides because they like to be the person who's like well liked by everyone, which they are. Everybody likes Leos pretty much until they really get to know them. But yeah, overall, they're actually a pretty good friend. As I've said, I've had bad experiences with them. I can't let that bias what I'm gonna say because they can be really good friends. They take care of you. They really do take care of you. They always make sure you're good. They don't like leave you alone or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna go to like a party with one, they're not the kind of person who's gonna leave you alone. Like that you are where they are where you are. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not just gonna leave you stranded. Like they always kind of have you like in their corner eye. Like they have your back. So overall, Leo is a pretty good friend. They do have their issues with being self-centered and selfish and whatnot, but if you have the kind of personality where you're okay with that, then it's totally fine. However, I'm their opposite, so it doesn't work out for me. But overall, pretty good friend. I'm gonna rank them. I'm gonna do that. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a Leo is like a 7. I would say there's a 7. And by the way, the ranking part, this is my opinion. This is my opinion, okay? So 7 overall. Virgo, is it Virgo? Yeah, Virgo. Okay, so Virgos are good and bad friends. They're the kind of friend that if you do go to a party with them, they're probably gonna leave you because they're busy chatting up someone else. Because of the fact that they're so independent and they're so social and they can talk to anybody, they kind of expect the same of you. So it's not that they're trying to leave you, they are more so just, you know, expecting that you are the same way they are in social situations. So if they're, you know, very social and talkative and whatnot, they're kind of gonna expect the same from you, so they're probably gonna leave you. So if you're going out with a Virgo friend, I'd recommend you bring another friend with you just to kind of, you know, fall back on if anything happens. They are good listeners when you have their attention. However, it's really hard to get their attention sometimes. Like when you do get their attention, they're extremely attentive and they listen and they give you good feedback and all that. But the thing is, like, sometimes they just get so distracted and they're just so like lost in their thoughts because they analyze everything that it's hard to get them to focus on you and listen to you. So it's hard to describe. Like, they're really good at listening when you get them to listen, but getting them to listen is the hard part. Yeah, so that's that. If they have a boyfriend, they're likely to kind of like forget about you. I've experienced this with a lot of Virgos. I think like every single Virgo friend I've had, with the exception of one. They're fun, they are caring, they will make you laugh, they will give you good advice when it really comes down to important things, really good advice. They'll reason with you. They're a little bit hot-headed, so fighting with a Virgo friend can be quite frustrating. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say they are a 6. A 6. Yeah, sorry. Libra. Libras are great friends. They're great listeners. They're funny, open-minded. They're just like goofy, you know what I mean? Like they're very like immature, but it's not over the top immature. They're like silly immature, where like you always have a good time with them because you know that you're gonna laugh and just like be yourself around them. Very open-minded people. You can kind of talk about anything with them, even if they don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. They'll make the effort to just have a conversation with you, and they can like, they're up for like debates on stuff, so even if they don't agree with something, they can like make the conversation interesting by debating on it. Very loyal friends. Fighting with them can get irritating because they're so like, they just hate conflict, as I always say, and as everyone says, so they don't like to fight, obviously, so they don't really talk when they fight. Like they just ignore, give the cold shoulder. That can be super frustrating, but overall they always like remember you. Let's say in a relationship, if you're their friend and they're in a relationship, they won't put you on the back burner. Like you're on the same level as their partner. So I mean, assuming you're like best friends or whatever. So overall, Libra is like a really good friend, very good listener, good times, not angry. Like I think Libra is one of my favorite, yeah, Libra is one of my favorite signs, along with Sagittarius and Aquarius. But yeah, Libra I would say is like an 8 on the scale, 8 to 9. Honestly, probably a 9. I might be biased because my best friend's a Libra, like of like 12 years, but I mean, she's my best friend for a reason. Like, yeah, I'd say they're like a 9. Okay, so moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, here's the thing. They're very loyal when they really care for you. Very loyal, will defend you, man. Like, no one can mess with a Scorpio's best friend. No one. They'll like burn their house down with 0 regrets. So like, yeah, like having a Scorpio as your best friend is the kind of person that will jump into a fight for you. Like they're really good friends when it comes to that. Always defend you, always have your back, always. No one can talk about you, no, like nothing, none of that. They don't talk bad about you. You never really have to worry about a Scorpio talking shit or lying to you or anything like that. Here's the thing. If you have a rocky relationship with a Scorpio, that's when they're likely to betray you, or, you know, yeah, like just snake you in general. Like if you have an amazing relationship with a Scorpio, you guys don't really fight, you guys don't really piss each other off, you guys are fine, then things are good, things are really good. But if like you guys just start kind of drifting, they feel like they don't owe you any loyalty anymore. In my opinion, I don't think that's right, because if someone's my friend until we have a conversation stating that we're like not friends, or until we've actually drifted and we don't talk to each other anymore. But if we still call each other best friends, and if we still talk regularly, but we just are not as close as we used to be, then I still consider you like my close friend, best friend, and I wouldn't betray you. But a Scorpio's mentality is quite different, so they will betray you in that case. They'll take your man, they'll take your best friend, they just don't really care. So just keep your eye out on your relationship with a Scorpio. Before you get to that point, assuming the relationship is really good and you guys aren't ever rocky or don't really fight much, I would say Scorpio is probably an 8 to like 7.5 to 8 as a friend, because they do tend to disappear and ignore and just like fall off the face of the earth when they're going through something, and they'll never explain themselves, and that can be really frustrating. So I'd say 7.5, just because Scorpios are just like really confusing and very hard to deal with. Let me tell you, very hard to deal with. Sagittarius is, I love Sagittarius, you guys know, one of my favorite signs, as I said. However, there's a lot of drama. They get mad very easily, they get upset very easily. Their emotions are just kind of like all over the place, even though they like to pretend that they're heartless. I can't even count the amount of times I've seen a Sagittarius tweet heartless or something like that, or like change their Instagram name to heartless, you know what I mean? So that's that. Sagittarius are funny, they're really good to have conversations with. They're just like the kind of people that you can just easily talk to and click with right away. Like when you meet them, you're gonna feel like, oh, we're gonna be close friends. Like they're really cool. However, yeah, if they get into a relationship, they're likely to drop you. Like they're probably gonna just completely forget about you altogether. Like they're just like that, unfortunately. If they're not in a relationship, they are really good friends. They like to act like they have your back. Here's the thing, they like to act like they have your back, and when you talk to them or rant, they always like are on your side and like they'll defend you to your face. But the thing is, like, if they're actually put in a situation of confrontation, sometimes it's like kind of hard to get them to step up. It's like there's two types of Sagittarius. One of them will defend you like no other, will beat a bitch up for you just like the Scorpio, but the other kind of Sagittarius will kind of fall back because they're kind of scared of confrontation, and they won't really say much because they have this desire to be liked by everyone. Sagittarius wants to be liked by everyone. They can't stand when someone dislikes them. It really like gets under their skin, so that sometimes they manipulate people into liking them just because they want them to like them. But that's another story. Overall, Sagittarius is a pretty good friend. They have your back. They're great at listening, great at advice. Don't really snake you or betray you. No, I wouldn't say they're big on that. They're loyal. They won't go behind your back and do anything. Sometimes they can talk a little bit of shit, but that's when they're not too close to you. When they're really close to you, they're not going to say anything about you because you are their ride or die. So a Sagittarius relationship is a relationship like for life. So yeah, I would say Sagittarius on the scale is probably like a 7. I would say an 8. I would say an 8, yeah. Capricorn, here's the thing. I don't really have any close Capricorn friends because, as you guys know, I don't vibe with them. So I can't speak on my own experience. I can speak off of what I've learned. So Capricorns are very dependable friends, good friends to have around you, to motivate you, to keep you going, to kind of get you to want to do better in life and all of that stuff. They can't be bothered to betray you or talk shit about you. Like they just feel like they don't have the time. Like they have no desire to do so. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some signs they're kind of sneaky, so they're tempted, but they won't actually do it. Like Capricorns, they just don't give a shit. Like they don't care enough to do that. It's kind of hard getting close to a Capricorn. Like hugging a Capricorn is always awkward. Telling a Capricorn you love them can be pretty awkward. Like Capricorns are just kind of awkward. They're charming, so they make friends easily, but they don't make close friends easily. They just kind of befriend people quite easy. If you are friends with one, they are as good, like they're just like good friends, but they're not like over the top good. They won't go above and beyond for you. If you're really close to them, they will go out of their way to help you with stuff. That's really close though, because they don't tend to help people quite often. But apart from that, they are just kind of like they're not like ride or dies or like best friends till the end. Like they're just kind of like, they're good friends. They're not bad friends at all. They're not bad in any way whatsoever, but they don't exceed the expectation of like a good friend. So I would say they're like a 5. They're just like chilling in the middle, 5, 6, you know, leaning more towards 6 because they're not bad in any way. So moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, best sign ever. So Aquarius are, you guys are gonna think I'm biased just because I'm an Aquarius, but everyone knows Aquarius is like the most loyal best friend you can have. Look it up, read your Zodiac books, do whatever you want, go to an astrology channel. Aquariuses are great friends, lifelong friends. We have your back. We will defend you. We will fight a bitch for you. We will always listen to you. We will always we just always have your back. Here's the thing though, we're very selective of who we befriend. So some people like to think that Aquarius is fake because we don't have the backs of people who think that we are their best friends. However, in our mind, they're not. So everybody thinks they're best friends with an Aquarius, and this is a problem that happens a lot, especially like this happens to me. A lot of people think that I'm their best friend, and like I don't really care for these people. And it's not that like I'm being fake, it's just like I never said we're best friends. I've never given you the impression that we're best friends. It's not a thing. So like, why do you think that? You know what I mean? So these people expect loyalty from me, but I don't owe them any loyalty because I don't care for them on a personal level. So it's like, I just don't go out of my way for them. I don't care. I don't really listen to them too much. I know this sounds so bad, but this is just how we are. I can't help it. Yeah, so I don't really care to listen. I don't really care to give advice. I'm just kind of like chilling, like, oh, cool, like, that happened, oh shit, that sucks, you know what I mean? Like we have like that heartless complex. So like we just don't invest our heart and our energy and our time into people that we don't care for. However, the people we do care for and the people that we are close to are like our everything. We will do anything for you. We will give you our honest advice. We will tell it how it is. We'll help you with anything. We'll pay for you if you need us to pay for you. We'll drive you to 5 hours away from you. Like, we're really, really good friends. Really, really good friends. We're very considerate. Aquarius is the kind of friend that you want in your life as long as you know that the feeling's mutual. If it's not mutual, you're gonna think Aquarius is a shitty person. But if you have come across an Aquarius as a best friend, you know that they're a good friend. They don't talk shit. They're very real with you, and they'll defend you. Great friends, never leave you alone, always have you in mind. Like, they always have you in mind. They know what you want, they know what you're thinking, and I don't know, they're cool. I love Aquarius. So if you're talking about an Aquarius from like an acquaintance slash friend standpoint, I would say the Aquarius is like a 2 out of 10. Shitty person, shitty friend. But if we're talking about an Aquarius as a best friend, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, to be honest. Like, all right, so now we're going on to Pisces. Pisces is a good friend when they want to be. When they're in a good place in life, that's when they're a good friend. If they're in a bad place in life, they're a shitty friend. It all depends on where they are in life and all of that. They, as I always say, they live in their heads. So like the little fantasy world going on in their head, if they're too consumed in that, they don't have time for you. They don't have the energy to give to you. They're gonna be kind of shitty. They take their emotions out on you. So if they're upset with where they're at in life, they are gonna be a bad friend to you, which is not fair. I don't think it's fair at all, but it's like they can't control it and they don't see it. You can't tell them that. Like, it just doesn't work. However, when they're in a good place and everything's good, they are so caring. Pisces are such caring friends. Like, they'll give you the shirt off their back. They're so sweet, so nice. I've had multiple Pisces like close to best friends, and I've had positive experiences with all of them. Unless they're in a bad place in life, then they kind of disappear, or they're just always like sad and they take it out on you, or they're mad, they take it out on you, and they just can't see their faults in anything. Because of the fact that they live in their head, sometimes it doesn't let them be the best friend that they can be to you because they're distracted. But once they're in their best state of mind, then they can be a really good person. They're so caring, considerate, and loving. They're just sweethearts. They're sweethearts. So I think Pisces, at their best, they can be like a 9 out of 10. But if they're not at that level, they're like a 4. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to say that. But they can be like a 4 because they can be a little bit selfish at times. But it's okay because everyone's allowed to go through shit, you know? Yeah. Aries. Okay. It's so hard to get close to an Aries. When you first meet them, like, you think they're so amazing and so awesome, and then it kind of hits you later that they're like not. I personally love Aries. However, I've had bad experiences with them, but that doesn't let it, like, I don't know, I still love Aries. You don't see the real them for a little while because it takes them a while to warm up to you. Getting close to one can take a bit because they only let a certain amount of people get close to them. When you are close to them, they're like the ride or die type of friend. They'll do anything for you. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you do well. They're great listeners. They can be selfish. They can be selfish a lot of the times, and they can be hot-headed and entitled. They have a sense of entitlement for sure, and sometimes it's not fair. But they are very, very, very good friends. Defend you to the end. Always keep you in the back of their mind. Always are super considerate of your feelings and your emotions. And they're just super understanding, and they make the effort to understand you and help you and just be a good friend to you. They have your back. Like, they really have your back. If you need to count on someone for something, it's an Aries. Like, if you need someone to pick you up in the middle of the night at the club because like your ride flopped on you, call up your Aries friend. They have your back. If you got into a fight and you need someone to, like, you know, keep an eye out, call your Aries friend. Like, if you need someone to hook you up on a date, call your Aries friend. Like, they're good friends. I think Aries are probably like an 8.5 to a 9 on the scale because they're really good friends, and I've always had great experiences with them. Who else? Oh my god, there's only like 2 more. Okay, Taurus. I don't even have to go too much in depth on Taurus. Loyal, dependable, reliable, helpful, trustful. They're just a fucking great friend. Caring, considerate, generous. Like, I think Taurus take the cake on friends. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Taurus are great friends. They will do anything for you. They're super frustrating and annoying sometimes, and they're stubborn, but you can never say they're not a good friend. I mean, obviously there are exceptions, so yeah, you can say not never say never. I know someone's gonna come at me for that, but overall amazing friends. As long as you can overlook their annoying traits, which, I mean, you have to. Everybody's annoying in one way or another. You can't hold it against them. So overall, I don't really have much to say about them other than the fact that they're some of the best friends you can have. Very loyal people, very caring people. They're not manipulative, they're not sneaky, they just want the best for you, and they're great. I love Taurus. Geminis are crazy friends. They're fun. They're the friend that you'd want to call up to go out with and have a great time with. Super funny, entertaining, lovable. Okay, there's 3 minutes left on the memory stick, so I'm gonna try and rush this. I'm so sorry for the last 2 signs. Super funny, goofy, loving. Don't mess with them. They're two-faced, so they'll probably talk shit about you at some point or another. Just watch out for that. Watch out for that. They're a little bit selfish. I'd say they're more of like an entertainment friend, someone to have good conversations with, more so than like a loyal ride or die best friend. I have not had the best experience with Geminis as like best friends, but I do have fun with them and I love them. I love Geminis, but I do watch my back with them because I know they're shit talkers, and I know they don't have your best interests at heart all the time. They're kind of attention seekers. So I'd say Gemini's like a 3 or 4 out of 10, to be honest. Cancers, loyal, loving, considerate. Don't fuck with them, because then don't mess with them, because then they will betray you. They beat around the bush a lot, so you can't really get honesty out of them sometimes. They will do anything for you, but don't take advantage of them, because they'll know and they will use it against you after. Be careful with cancers. Just don't break their heart. Don't hurt them, because they are crazy when they're hurt. They're ruthless. Let me tell you, they turn evil. They'll use every little secret you've told them against you, and they'll make you feel terrible. So I think they're good friends until they are messed with, so just don't mess with them. Just don't make your life easier, and just don't do it. Overall, I would give them a 7 out of 10. Okay, so that concludes the video on the signs as friends. I hope you guys enjoyed this introductory video to the 7 days of Zodiac. Once again, use the hashtag 7dolls on social media, and if you do so, you will actually be featured as a shout out on my video. So I also want to give a shout out, because she already did that, because I posted on Instagram, to Hannah McCartney, my girl. She's always messaging me. She's super cute, and she posted this. So shout out to you, girl. Thank you for reposting, and I hope you enjoy all the videos that are to come this week, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay cute. Bye, guys.
Cold world, south side, can't get enough, east side, west side, worldwide, ride out. Nah, I ain't got no kids yet, but this right here's for practice. I hate to get this